Bridge 11, welcome back to Unlock Conversations. So, I have a bonus episode. My good friend here flew in to be with me to do this podcast. And my good friend, introduce yourself to the lovely Bridge 11 family.
How y'all doing? My name is Yona Shimande. I'm the owner of Global Core Marketing, and I was invited to the show to talk about a variety of topics.
Yes, and if they want to reach you, do you have an Insta or no?
Yes, I do have Instagram. My Instagram is at King Lukachi, Lukachi.
Perfect. Thank you for flying in on short notice to drop in with us. So, you did say you're married, own your business. I want to know, how is that for a black man today? Like, to be married, to own business, you know, because you're getting pulled in both directions, you know, your business and home life. How do you balance that?
The best I can, honestly. I think being a father, a husband, a family man is a full-time job within itself. And then running a business is a full-time job, if not overtime included. So I do my best to take breaks. I like to go work out or go outside, watch a good movie. I just try to find time to relax because it's always something to do.
Correct. So is it ever a time where you feel like you're being pulled in one direction more than the other?
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes the business is more demanding and I have to work from 6, 7, 8 in the morning all the way till 9, 10 at night. Or sometimes, I have to give my wife attention, make sure I'm helping where I can in the house. And it's just a balance. It's different day by day. I don't have a set schedule, but I do have to adapt every day, if that makes sense.
Got you. How would you say, how do you adapt? Do you maybe just zone some things out? Do you call up a friend? Do you exercise? What's healthy ways black men that, feel like they're being pulled in different directions or feeling overwhelmed can vent? Healthy, positive ways.
That's a good question. I would say find a hobby, something they like to do. And when you're feeling frustrated or sad or whatever the case may be, or sometimes you may just need some motivation, just find a hobby that can get your mind off of it, kind of distract yourself. And then once you've had a break to do something, you jump back in. And like I said, for me, I like to go work out.
Okay.
If I'm feeling overwhelmed, stressed, or whatever the case may be, I go to the gym, shoot some hoops, punch the bag, release some stress, and then it's like, okay, now let me get back into it. Even something with, a lot of guys play video games. Just as long as you have something that can help you, get your mind off of things.
Right, and get that reconnection going back. Okay, so that is great advice for somebody to do that. Now, what advice would you give to someone that just, it's like, no, I don't want to do that. We just gonna yell and scream, and I'm just gonna. Would you say that type of man needs to be by himself?
Would I say that type of man needs to be by himself?
Yeah, that can't control his anger and emotions.
Yeah, because he needs to find a way to deal with whatever is making him angry.
Okay.
I think mental health is not talked about enough, or it really isn't taken that seriously. I would say that. Because if they're like, all right, I don't care, I'm gonna just be mad, then it's something else going on that needs to be dealt with. And I'll say a lot of people need therapy.
Right, that's really underrated, therapy.
Yeah, just somebody to talk to get them in the right headspace. They need to be able to deal with their anger. When it comes down to just being an angry person and then being in a relationship well, all you're doing is just bringing the other person down with you.
Right.
You're creating a toxic environment. It's just problems left and right.
Right, all over.
So it would make sense to be single
Mm-hmm.
until you figure out what you can do to get you in the head, in a calm space. Because
Right.
being in a relationship, it's frustrating sometimes. You can be mad,
Right.
and if you're just an angry person, then it's just not a good combination. During those
Exactly.
angry moments, things are just gonna explode.
That's true. So then let me ask you, so since you're married,
Mm-hmm.
business owner, is it true that men know that she's the one, I think, what is it, 60 days or something like that? Is that true? Like men know if she's the one within a certain time frame?
Yeah, I don't know about 60 days. I would say for sure in the first year,
Yeah.
you would know if this is somebody you can build with,
Mm-hmm.
because ultimately marriage is a partnership and you guys are working towards a common goal.
Right.
And if you can't figure out that this woman here is somebody I can't build a future with,
Mm-hmm.
then as a man, I would say you're not even following your instincts, because like I said, in that first year, you should know this is a quality woman and I could build an empire with her.
Right.
Or if not, you're literally building somebody that's going to tear your empire down, if that makes sense.
Wow. And now that was pretty deep. Building with someone that can tear your empire down,
Mm-hmm.
which I guess goes hand in hand with a man's home needs to be his peace.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when you got off a long day of work, from your business, when you go home, what is a high value man? His peace look like? Is that the house is clean? Is that I'm not arguing? But your high value man, you go home.
Mm-hmm.
Describe to you what's peace? What's at peace? Is it she's there waiting for you, running up to you? I missed you. Is it dinner's on the table?
I think it's a combination of a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say the first thing is coming home to no arguments, no problems.
Okay.
It's like
So no arguments, no problems.
Yeah, it's like I want to come home and be able to hug and kiss my wife instead of us beefing off the top.
Right. Okay.
Because it's like, as a man, you're fighting the world.
Right.
It's a battle to be out in the world. You got to deal, especially as a black man, you got to deal with cops, you got to deal with coworkers, you got to deal with employees, whatever spot you're in life.
Right.
You got to just deal with shit around the world. Now you come home after fighting the world and you're fighting your wife. It's just like no one's trying to deal with that. So it's like if I come home, it's peaceful. If food is cooked and the house is clean, that is nice too.
Mm-hmm.
But just having that headspace, and then if there is a problem, it's hey, I need to talk to you. Let's talk about this. It's an issue instead of rah, 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 rah. Why isn't this shit done now? It's like God damn, now I gotta listen to you complain. You just got pulled over. Now you sitting here complaining at me or some shit over some dishes. Just whatever the case may be.
Right. Got you. So how did you filter out that she was the one over everyone else? Because with you owning your own, business, I'm sure you're in contact with plenty of people.
Mm-hmm.
How does a high value black man who has all of these resources and all of these connections remain faithful and also know I'm focused, I want to be married, and this is what I'm looking for?
That's a good question. I would say the number one thing is her relationship with God. Is seeing her pray, read the Bible, try to get try to build a strong relationship with God. It made me, it's like, okay, this is somebody that has some type of values,
Right.
And then after that, it goes into just how she is as an day-to-day person. Is it attitude? Is it are you
rude and just
it's Hold on. I mean, I don't. Okay. I'll say I wasn't prepared to answer that one, but
This is so annoying.
I was with it. Yeah, I'm good. I needed a break.